Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today's adventure is a little bit of a different one. So it is not a solo trip. I've got two of my friends with me today. You guys know Mike from East Coast Wild Camping. He's on the channel rather often. And we've got Jason, a very rare guest on the channel. He's actually been on the channel about 2 years ago. We did a bushcraft adventure and he's back for more. So today we're actually hammock hot tent camping. We've got 3 Lone Wolf 902 hammock hot tents. We've got our wood stove set up, everything is ready to go, and it is a rather cold but rainy day today. Last night, Mike and I were out camping at a different location. It snowed for the very first time this season, so it's very exciting. However, it is gone. It is raining today, but that is totally fine because this is definitely my kind of weather. So with everything squared away, we've got the fire pit, we've got wood stoves, but we have 0 firewood collected. So we're gonna go get some firewood right away and get it split, get it cut, and hopefully get the campfire going. All right, guys, it is definitely getting dark very quickly outside, and the temperature's coming down a little bit, but ultimately it's really not that cold out. I've got my wood stove going right now. The wood stove is situated in kind of a odd position, so my side glass window is actually pointing towards the side wall of the tent, and I've done this on purpose, oriented my stove door, my oven door on purpose, so the light's going to come out of the side of the stove and bounce on the side of the canvas, and that still leaves me the door on this side of the oven to load my food in for cooking, and then I've got the actual door on the front of the stove to load wood in. I've taken my hammock down, so it is situated just behind me on the ground, and that gives me a lot more living space inside of that tent to basically come in and do what I need to do. So for supper tonight, I'm going to be cooking pizza. I have pita breads and all kinds of fixings to make pizza. I'm going to load it in the bottom of my oven, and I'm basically just going to snack on pizza tonight. So I'm just getting the stove burning, getting it ready to go. I'm going to head back outside, and we are going to be lighting the outside campfire in just moments. And I believe Mike and Jason are going to be lighting their stoves shortly, and basically we're going to start on supper. It's been a long day of work getting firewood, getting set up, so it's going to be nice to sit down and lounge next to the campfire and get some food in us. So let this burn away, and so far it looks like it's going pretty good. I'm going to get it stoked up and head back over to the fire outside. All right, guys, campfire is rolling away some nice heat. I've got my pizza in the oven. I've got another pizza that I got to get in there afterwards, but I'm going to cook one at a time. The wood stove is cranking out some heat. The oven's at 300 degrees, so that should cook that pizza very quickly. I'll be able to get the other one in there, come out here, and eat supper. Jason and Mike are in their tents right now. They're getting their stove squared away, and they're going to be coming out cooking over the campfire. So I'm going to let that burn down to some coals right now. It is putting out a lot of heat, and soon it's going to be relax time. So we did manage to get a lot of firewood cut up, as you guys can see squared away here. A lot of it's wet, some of it's dry, so hopefully the heat will dry out that wood and we'll have a smokeless campfire for this evening. That way we're not sitting in the smoke. But right now it's going to be relax time, wait for pizza to cook, and start eating supper. Alright guys, it is now coming on 11 o'clock at night. The campfire is just about burned out. We've been having a great time. We've been sitting next to the campfire for quite a while, just chit-chatting back and forth. And whenever I do that on the channel, I always shut the camera off because personal conversations, what we talk about, should be kept between us. So the campfire is just about smoldered out. Jason's looking pretty tired over there. Mike's pretty tired. Yep. We're all getting to that time, and we all got movies saved on our phones and whatnot. So we're going to be doing some personal time in our hammocks. Basically let the fire smolder out. and it's time to crawl in. So I'll say goodnight to you guys as soon as I get in the hammock. But these guys are basically heading off to their camps, and they'll be up early in the morning for coffee, I'm sure. So I'll catch you guys in the hammock in just a few moments. Alright guys, jumping inside of the hammock now. Mike and Jason are off in their shelters. One thing I did do tonight is the wood stove is totally cold. So I can put my hand on that. It is not hot. There's no fire in there. It's one thing I do when I go to sleep, generally in a tent or a big puffy hammock. I don't need the stove to stay warm. So I've got that out. That way I don't have to worry about burning anything on it. The other neat thing with this particular stove is it's very tall. I'm going to use it as a coffee table. So I'll be able to put my boots up on top of there and other items. That way I can reach out of the hammock, grab it, and just kind of have it as a table. Now I do have a whole bunch of kindling that is all pre-cut for morning time and birch bark. As morning time arrives, I will then get the stove cranked up again and make up some hot coffee. But for this evening, I am jumping in here for the night. I had to get my boots off, get changed into some clothes. I do have a movie saved on my phone. And so far, this is going really good, guys. We've had a really great night out there, just chit-chatting and having fun. So I'm looking forward to getting some sleep, watching a movie, and I'll see you guys in the morning for coffee. Good night, guys. Good morning, guys. It is a wet, cold morning out today, and I've got the wood stove going, a really hot coffee, and I'm sheltered in nice and dry. So I do have my hammock taken down. As you guys will notice, it's not hanging. I like to do that when I have a really puffy hammock, just so it doesn't sway into the stove, where I am using a very tall stove, and currently I have the tent pitched very tall and very narrow, as I was expecting rain. So with this rain, it will shut off the tarp, no problems. We'll be nice and dry inside of here. So Jason and Mike are still in their hammocks, sound asleep. I don't see any smoke coming out of either of their chimneys, so they're most likely still asleep. But me, I'm gonna sit right here, enjoy the heat rolling out of this stove, hot cup of coffee, and this beautiful rain. I got a view of the lake right out that window, and I'm just gonna sit right here and enjoy the coffee, guys. Alright guys, Mike and Jason are finally up. We've all had our coffee, kind of talking amongst each other inside of the tent. It is raining quite steady right now, and it's actually getting to the point where we're going to start packing up. So the rain is quite heavy. Everything in the forest is soaked. The tarps are totally soaked, so this is not going to be a fun pack up, but the bonus is the shelters are very large, so we can do most of our pack up inside and then do the dirty work of taking down the wet tarp. So we're going to start packing up and hopefully make it very, very quick pack up. Okay guys, it is coming down with rain now. I am totally drenched. I think all of us are fairly wet.
Getting there.
So it is time to pack that camera away. It is getting totally soaked right now. The stoves have been dumped out in the fire pit, and we're just trying to really rush out of here and get everything packed up. I believe everything that's left is the tarp.
Pretty much, yeah.
So I had a great time. Do you guys have a good time?
Oh, I had a blast last week. Besides the rain and everything, but it was great.
Good time.
Yeah.
So Mike had scallops.
Yeah.
Jason brought 4 deer steaks.
Yeah.
4 deer steaks. I did 2 pizzas. So food last night was awesome, and we were up late, very late last night. Big old campfire, no rain, and then early this morning it started raining. So that leads us to where we're at right now. So the camera's getting packed away. I'm drenched. I got to rip the tarp down. All these tarps got to get down, and this is where we call it the end of the video. So thank you guys very much for tuning in. Any questions and comments, drop them down in the comment section. As always, peace out. I'll see you in the next one.